And panic attack on a plane.
Help me! Help me!
A man goes berserk at 30,000 feet, and it's all captured on camera.
I'm going to die! You're going to shoot me now!
Plus, a big city mayor's dramatic apology to his wife on live television.
I truly apologize to you.
I am angry. I am hurt.
And how far some women who've lost babies go to replace their little ones.
I've had 7 miscarriages.
She can't have them, so she bakes them.
Bake at 250.
Making babies.
There are people who don't get it.
Then, he's blue. What happened to make this man go from this to this? The man who turned blue. Inside Edition with Deborah Norville.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us as we broadcast today from London, England. Pop wreck Britney Spears is once again making headlines, this time because of an emergency hospitalization after reportedly suffering a mental breakdown. Jim Murray has the latest details from Los Angeles.
High drama as a line of emergency vehicles stretching longer than a football field accompany Britney Spears to the psych ward. The elaborate police operation was said to be in the works for weeks and finally came to pass when Britney's psychiatrist and inner circle staged an intervention at her Studio City home early Thursday morning.
A source close to the family says that Britney was prescribed medication and she wasn't taking it, and she had been awake since Saturday and she was driving around her neighborhood like a madwoman. At 1 a.m., the motorcade arrived, including an ambulance, police cruisers, and more than a dozen officers on motorcycle. The intricate plan even included a code name for Britney, the Package. By 1:08 a.m., officers inside the home were heard radioing their commanders. The package is on the way out.
They went out the other gate.
The ambulance carrying Britney sped from her hilltop home through a side entrance. A highly trained police unit called SMART for System-Wide Mental Assessment Response Team was in charge and prevented photographers from capturing the 26-year-old inside the ambulance. The operation was in stark contrast to Britney's trip to the hospital earlier this month, when she was photographed looking out of it, strapped to a gurney. Britney is here at the UCLA Medical Center. It's the second time this month she's been on a 72-hour hold for psychiatric evaluation. But we're told that this time she came willingly. She's accepting medical treatment. She's even joking about being hospitalized again. People.com reports on what went on inside the hospital.
She was joking when she arrived at the hospital. Here I am again. She was smoking a cigarette. She did go willingly.
Britney may be calm, but there's tension among her inner circle. Her father, Jamie, and manager Sam Lutfi reportedly came head-to-head inside the hospital over who would make medical decisions on Britney's behalf. Britney's parents were said to have won the battle.
Is this the intervention?
A deadly serious Jamie Spears refused to answer questions as he arrived at the hospital.
Stop that. Stop that. Get out. Get out. All right, everybody out.
Britney's mom, Lynn, was driven to the hospital by a weeping, unidentified woman, said to be Britney's aunt. She hid in the passenger seat of the car, and look who's in the back seat. Britney's boyfriend, Adnan Ghalib, who took part in the intervention.
Back up. Back up.
Lynn stayed inside the hospital until after 5 a.m. when Britney's brother Brian accompanied her to a car.
Is she okay?
Yes.
One report claims Britney told hospital workers she was taking Adderall, a stimulant used to treat attention deficit disorder, and up to 10 laxatives a day. She was photographed in her favorite pink wig, buying laxatives hours before the intervention. Also on Wednesday, Britney drove at terrifying speeds, weaving in and out of traffic in her new Mercedes. At one point, her sleepless nights appeared to take their toll, and she was photographed sleeping behind the wheel.
In order to hospitalize someone involuntarily, the doctor must have seen something that made him concerned that the patient would hurt themselves or hurt someone else.
Here in England, the equivalent of Britney Spears is Amy Winehouse. The Grammy-nominated singer is currently in rehab, though the awards ceremony is just 10 days away. There's plenty of speculation about whether she'll even be out of rehab to consider attending. Meantime, there is also plenty of talk about some new footage that's emerged of the late actor Heath Ledger attending a party where drugs were being used.
A storm of controversy over just surfaced video showing Heath Ledger at a drug-fueled party. The video is said to have been filmed at a late-night gathering after the 2006 SAG Awards, where Ledger was nominated for Best Actor for his role in Brokeback Mountain. During the ceremony, the stars seemed to be in a playful mood, talking about the film, giggling, and having trouble reading off the teleprompter. But later, a quieter Ledger was filmed in a bungalow at LA's Chateau Marmont Hotel, a well-known celebrity hangout where actor John Belushi died of a drug overdose. Ledger was not seen taking any drugs in the video, but the actor does talk about his previous drug use, while people around him appear to be snorting a substance, possibly cocaine, from a table. Ledger also talks about getting a hard time for being at the party from Michelle Williams, who is said to have been in an upstairs room with their daughter Matilda, who was then 3 months old. "I used to smoke 5 joints a day for 20 years, Ledger can be heard saying on the video. Reaction was strong and swift and mostly negative, prompting U.S. TV programs to pull the video. However, the footage did air Wednesday night in Ledger's native Australia.
The Heath Ledger video that's got everyone talking.
One blogger writes, "Let the man rest in peace and let his family grieve. I don't understand why people are trying to tarnish his name after he's dead." Another blogger defends airing the video of Ledger. Why not be honest about it? It could save many others. Meantime, new questions whether singer Amy Winehouse, now in rehab after her own shocking drug video scandal, will appear at the Grammy Awards just 10 days away. Winehouse, who's nominated for 6 Grammys and scheduled to perform at the show, has been in rehab after this shocking video emerged, allegedly showing her smoking crack. The singer's father, who's watched his daughter's tragic transformation from fresh-faced singer to deeply troubled star, wants her to skip the ceremony, fearing it may set back her recovery.
Air travel is enough of a hassle on a good day, but imagine being a passenger on a flight in which a fellow passenger has a panic attack at 30,000 feet in the air. Megan Alexander has the exclusive story of one such out-of-control moment on a flight bound for London.
You're going to shoot me now!
Screaming hysterically, struggling to break free.
I'm going to die! Help me!
An airplane passenger is out of control.
Don't do it!
He's having a full-blown panic attack, and everyone on the plane is terrified.
I'm going to die! I'm going to die!
He was absolutely convinced that he was going to die in this flight.
This passenger was sitting across the aisle and caught the drama on camera. Still rattled from the experience, he asked us not to reveal his name.
It was very scary because I've never seen anything like that.
They were flying from Toronto to London and were midway through the 7-hour flight when the screaming began.
Yeah, I'm going to die! I'm going to die!
Some of the passengers were convinced it was a terrorist attack.
My initial thoughts were this was going to be a repeat of 9/11, and we were going to be in one of those doomed flights.
But it turned out the man freaking out was having a severe panic attack.
He wanted the plane to land and he wanted to get off the plane.
The flight attendants swung into action, subduing the unruly passenger by wrestling him back into his seat. Other passengers volunteered to hold him down.
It took 3 people to put the handcuffs on him because he was so physical. He was wrestling with them.
Help me!
The man spent a solid 3 hours ranting and raving. One moment calm, the next in an uncontrollable rage.
All the white people SOS!
When the flight finally landed in London, the British police took the unruly passenger into custody.
A huge sense of relief. I was just happy that I was out of the picture and out of there.
You're going to shoot me now!
No charges were filed against the passenger that had the panic attack. Next, the story of secret trysts and steamy text messages. It's already prompted the resignation of the chief aide of the mayor of Detroit, and now the mayor himself has come forward with a dramatic television apology with his wife by his side.
I truly apologize to each and every one of you individually and to the whole city.
The mayor of Detroit makes a dramatic apology live on TV to the city and to his wife.
I truly apologize to you.
And his wife, Carlita, takes his hand in forgiveness. The reason for the very public apology? Published reports of a steamy affair with this woman, his chief of staff and closest advisor.
Were you and Mayor Kilpatrick either romantically or intimately involved with each other?
No.
Christine Beatty rolled her eyes as she denied having an affair with the mayor under oath during an unrelated court hearing. Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick also denied the affair in sworn testimony. But now, steamy text messages between the two have been published in the Detroit newspapers. "I'm madly in love with you," Kilpatrick writes in one text message in 2002. Beatty replies, "In case you haven't noticed, I am madly in love with you too." Looking forward to a 3-day tryst, Kilpatrick wrote, "I've been dreaming all day about laughing, talking, sleeping, and making love." And Christine Beatty wrote of another out-of-town rendezvous, "You made me feel so damn good that night. As you can see, I can't let it go." Kilpatrick wrote right back, "I need you so bad."
The newspaper that has been releasing some of those text messages says that what they've released thus far is only mild.
Now prosecutors are considering perjury charges.
I truly apologize to you.
Kilpatrick's public apology brought public forgiveness from his wife.
I am angry, I am hurt, and I am disappointed. But there is no question that I love my husband.
We'll be back with more Inside Edition from London in just a moment.
Next, how far some women who've lost babies go to replace their little ones.
I've had 7 miscarriages.
She can't have them, so she bakes them.
Bake at 250.
Making babies.
There are people who don't get it.
Then, he's blue. What happened to make this man go from this to this? The man who turned blue. And Deborah Norville on a special Inside Edition from London will be right back.
Super Tuesday. Watch KCAL9 and KCAL9.com for super coverage. The biggest primary night of the year. Live with the candidates, local proposition results, all the late breaking news as the votes pour in. KCAL9 News has Super Tuesday covered.
During Macy's Furniture and Mattress Sale, get a tax break. We're offering you a special discount equal to the amount of sales tax on regular and sale-priced items. Plus, save 30 to 50% off closeout and sale mattresses on a great selection of mattress brands. There's no down payment required when you use your Macy's card. Plus, pay no interest for 2 years when you use your Macy's card. See Macy's.com or call 1-800-MACY-BED to make it even easier. Don't miss the tax break on furniture and mattresses. That's the magic of Macy's.
Ralph likes being 65 because he gets smarter about everything, even comparing health coverage. He knows it's not age, but wisdom. Ralph definitely knows what he's doing. That's why he just enrolled in Freedom Blue. It's a smart option for a great value. There's no monthly plan premium. And we know exactly what Medicare subscribers want, so look what we include. Coverage for doctor visits, hospital stays, vision and hearing exams, Medicare Part D coverage for generic and brand drugs. And you can choose your own doctors and hospital without referrals. You get a membership in the Forever Fit Fitness program at no additional cost. You're even covered in emergencies when you travel. And you get all these benefits with no monthly plan premium. The Medicare open enrollment period is here. Contact your independent agent or call us now. Blue Cross Life and Health Insurance. 1-800-840-1979.
Right now, you can get over 120 channels from Time Warner Cable for just $29.95 a month for 1 year, plus free DVR service for 2 months. Call 800-2GET-TWC today and get over 120 channels, free HD programming, and free DVR service for just $29.95 a month. From Time Warner Cable, the home of free HD programming, including ESPN, Fox, and more. Get Time Warner Cable for just $29.95. Call 800-2GET-TWC.
California fire chiefs strongly support the state's new gaming agreements with 4 Southern California Indian tribes. The tribes agreed to pay California a much higher percentage of their gaming revenues, providing billions to help fund fire and emergency response and other public services statewide. Our state faces serious budget problems, so we really need these new revenues. The California Fire Chiefs Association supports new Indian gaming agreements. They're good for public safety, good for local communities, and good for our state. Thank you.
It is a cautionary tale for anyone thinking of using alternative medicine to treat an ailment. This California man is blue, literally, because of an unproven remedy that had the unintended effect of making him look like a blueberry. Jim Murray reports.
Don't adjust your TV set. This man's skin really is blue. He used to look like this, a good-looking young man with a shock of red hair. But after using a home remedy, Paul Carson looks like this.
Were you around my shade before?
Yeah, probably a little lighter.
So how did this happen? It all started when Paul was looking for a cure for flaky skin. Doing his own research, he read about drinking a solution of silver in water. At first, things were fine, but then Paul started rubbing it onto his skin, and it started turning blue.
When did you first realize that you were blue?
A friend that hadn't seen me in a while came by and asked me what I'd done to myself.
We compared our arms. Paul's used to be fairer than mine. Now it's a dull gray blue. And despite the change in his skin color, Paul kept drinking the stuff because he says it cured ailments like sinus problems and even arthritis. Paul showed me how he makes it.
I use distilled water, and then I take this apparatus here.
It looks like a high school science experiment. Paul attaches electrodes to a strand of silver wire. He sends a current into the water, which extracts the silver. After about 15 minutes, the dissolved silver turns the water into a milky liquid. Paul's fiancée, Jackie, drinks the stuff too. But Jackie's skin looks normal because she says she never applied the silver directly to her face like Paul did. They met on the phone and she fell in love with him. Months later, she saw him for the first time, and she says even though she knew he was blue, it was still a shock.
Were you taken aback?
Very much so, yes. Yeah, I had to really look at it and keep looking at it and remember who I had talked to and who I had fallen in love with.
Paul says his blue skin has many advantages. He never sunburns and doesn't need to wear sunglasses. Here he is with his fiancée on a recent trip to New York City. But he also says there are some side effects he doesn't like.
Do you feel that you have been treated differently because you're blue?
Oftentimes. Some of the people were less than polite.
But despite everything, Paul says he has no regrets about using his silver remedy.
If you could change back to the way you were, would you do it?
I'm not sure.
Really?
Really?
Not only does the FDA not recommend colloidal silver, it cautions along with blue skin, it can also cause nerve damage and kidney damage. Imagine having this beautiful baby in just 2 days, not 9 months. No stretch marks, no midnight feedings, but a precious infant to cuddle. Earlier this week, a beautiful baby was delivered to a lady right here in London. Delivered not by the stork, but by the Postal Service.
Can't wait to see what she looks like.
Elizabeth O'Malley is so excited because her new baby has just arrived in a box.
Oh, wow.
This isn't just any baby. It's an incredibly lifelike doll. But O'Malley is just as excited as if she were welcoming home a real baby. She's got the crib already.
She pop you down.
And here's where this baby was born.
I make fake babies.
Eve Newsom couldn't have babies of her own.
I've had 7 miscarriages.
So now she cooks up babies in her oven. Newsom is a rare breed of doll maker. She creates what she calls reborns in her home in Florida. Using paint, glass eyes, and scary-looking tools, she rebirths ordinary dolls into extraordinarily lifelike babies that fool most people at first glance.
She's really a precious baby.
Newsom says after suffering 7 miscarriages, she gets great comfort from the dolls she makes.
I love babies. I've always loved babies.
To see Newsom interacting with the dolls, you'd think they were real. She tenderly changes their diapers.
These changings are not pleasant.
Cradles them, even washes their hair.
Makes the hair ultra soft, ultra silky.
And when Newsom travels, one of her babies always rides with her. In a car seat, of course.
There are people who don't get it. They think it's sick. They think it's twisted. They think it's morbid. But I say to each his own. It's not hurting anybody. In fact, many of the dolls that I create, they give people so much pleasure.
Today, Newsom is taking her newest creation, Little Kristen, to buy some clothes.
So cute.
And it's no wonder so many people are fooled.
I thought it was a baby for me.
It takes Newsom about 2 weeks to rebirth a doll, and she pays extraordinary attention to detail. First, she paints tiny blue veins where they would naturally appear on a real baby. A touch of white paint transforms the doll's orange skin into the peaches and cream complexion of a real baby. And then, here comes the creepy part. She carefully places the baby parts onto a cookie sheet and bakes the paint on in her oven.
You want to bake at 250 for 8 minutes.
Once the paint is baked in, Newsom uses a 2-inch prong to implant goat's hair into the baby's head. When she's all done, Newsom's creations sell for $800 and up.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
And women like Elizabeth O'Malley are happy to pay it.
Give her kisses.
She ordered a reborn to look just like her daughter did when she was born.
Is that what you look like as a little baby? Huh?
Some reborns have sold for as much as $5,000.
Still to come, we're on the red carpet with Matthew McConaughey as he makes his first public appearance since announcing his model girlfriend is pregnant. Closed caption sponsorship for Inside Edition is brought to you by...
Kill the cough. Naturally. New Halls Naturals with 100% natural menthol.
Today on KCAL9 News at 4.
A revealing interview with Jack Nicholson, from Viagra to dating. See what's driving him at 70. I'm Ann Martin. A girl hides in her home with an intruder just inches away. We'll tell you about her terrifying ordeal. And hazmat team sent to a local school after students got sick. Find out why at 4.
Who will win the next million? Saturday at 7 on KCAL9.
I just invented the world's greatest golf club.
Every woman will want one of these.
Any idea, big or small, even an improvement of an existing idea, can make millions. Advent Product Development helps inventors patent their ideas and bring them to market. Advent has the experience you need to turn your ideas into dollars. So if you're sitting on the next big thing, get your free Inventor's Kit today.
Call 1-800-681-IDEA. That's 1-800-681-IDEA. Or log on to freeinventorskit.com.
If you are injured in an auto accident, be careful when giving a recorded statement to the insurance adjuster. It could be used against you. Our attorneys will report your accident and get all your accident expenses paid. Call 1-800-THE-LAW-2 now.
In 2009, when broadcast TV goes all digital, will you lose your signal? Go to dtvanswers.com or call this number to learn about TV's switch to digital.
Aerial coverage from Sky 9, brought to you by Stater Brothers, the low-price leader in your hometown.
Don't miss the excitement of live thoroughbred racing this weekend at Santa Anita. The great race place is better than ever.
You deserve to be pampered. At Happy Nails and Spa, we are dedicated to the art of indulgence. And now we're offering our complete all-in-one spa package for only $29. Just log on to happynails.com for your discount coupon.
California newspapers examine the gambling deals, the largest expansion of gambling in history. 4 wealthy tribes would dominate the market. The state would not get a fair share of revenues, not even 1% of the state's budget. And no money is guaranteed to schools. Voters need to send these deals back and demand something better. Vote no on 94 through 97.
Lakers, Pistons, today at 5 on KCAL9.
Matthew McConaughey turned out for the premiere of his new movie Fool's Gold, in which he co-stars with Kate Hudson, and at his side, his pregnant fiancée.
Matthew McConaughey and his girlfriend, Brazilian supermodel Camila Alves, made their first public appearance since announcing she's pregnant. They hit the red carpet for the Hollywood premiere of his new comedy, Fool's Gold.
We're happy. And she's healthy. That's what we hope, as long as we get through the pregnancy with healthy and then greet the day with the new life, huh?
But the night of the premiere was blustery cold. Camila put on a coat to cover her strapless dress and then retreated to hide from the wind behind a door. Matthew's co-star Kate Hudson says he will be a fantastic father.
I think he'll be a great dad. I think he's going to be really fun.
We'll be back with more Inside Edition from London in just a moment.
Closed caption sponsorship for Inside Edition is brought to you by... Stay tuned. There's more Inside Edition to come.
Another Valentine's Day.
Got you something.
Release your inner Cupid. Cards with sound at today's Hallmark Gold Crown stores. Bursting with 3 times the cleaning power. All small and mighty. 3 times stronger because it's 3 times concentrated.
You obsess over your baby's belly. We obsess over the food that nourishes it. Gerber Purees, committed to helping babies start and stay healthy. Gerber, anything for baby.
Until now, 22 million Americans suffer the consequences of dry contacts.
My contacts are killing me right now. I really need some eye drops. The more stressed out I get or the more tired I get, my lenses respond accordingly. They feel dry, they feel brittle. I can't focus anymore.
Fortunately, her doctor told her about AccuView Oasis. Only AccuView Oasis has HydroClear Plus, so the lens stays moist.
That's unbelievable. I feel like a new woman. Perfect.
For a free trial pair certificate, visit AccuViewOasis.com and fight contact lens dryness.
We'll have a final word from London right after this.
Passionate about justice? A degree in criminal justice from Westwood College is your key to a rewarding career. High-paying jobs in criminal justice are growing faster than average with exciting job opportunities like law enforcement officer, legal investigator, youth probation officer, and more. Call now for Westwood's free career success kit with the latest criminal justice salary information. Westwood provides all the tools you need to get your career going fast. Faculty with real-world experience, hands-on training, field demonstrations in the classroom, plus a bachelor's degree in only 3 years, so you can make a difference sooner. Westwood College, a place where you can succeed. Call now for Westwood's free career success kit. Call 1-800-649-8701.
Proposition 93 is a fraud created by 2 politicians, one under investigation for misusing campaign funds for lavish shopping sprees, the other by the FBI for corruption. Don't be fooled. 93 significantly lengthens terms for 42 career politicians, some up to 20 years. 39 newspapers oppose, calling 93 dishonest, a misleading trick, and a self-serving sham to preserve their opulent lifestyles. Save term limits. Vote no on 93.
Who's really behind the ads opposing the Indian gaming agreements? They're paid for by a Vegas casino owner and 2 racetracks. In fact, only 2 tribes oppose the agreements, while tribes statewide support a yes vote, because the agreements share gaming revenues with all tribes that don't have casinos to fund health care, schools, and housing on reservations throughout California, benefiting over 70 tribes. Vote yes for California and California Indian tribes.
Next Inside Edition, they got engaged on the TV show The Bachelor. Then she was accused of punching him out.
I busted my lip open, I'm bleeding.
Exclusive, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette tell their story. Watch the next Inside Edition.
That's Inside Edition from London. I'm here tonight because I've been invited to have dinner with the Prince of Wales and his wife, the Duchess of Cornwall, at their home in Clarence House. I'm off to dinner right now, but thank you for watching. We'll see you next time from New York.
High definition. This is KCAL 9 News at 4.
Our top story at 4 o'clock, the top presidential candidates step up the rhetoric as the final Democratic debate before Super Tuesday gets underway in Hollywood. Good afternoon, I'm Harold Green.
I'm Ann Martin. Welcome to KCAL 9 News at 4, also streaming live.